We'll find the fleece.
I heard there was a prophecy about me.
It would seem that the prophecy was referring to our annihilation.
Hi, I'm Keefer Blakeslee, reporting for Kids First, here with Logan Lerman, star of Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. Nice to meet you, Logan.
Nice to meet you too, man.
All right. How was Percy in this film different from when he was in the last film?
Well, you know, at the last film, we ended on the note that he was the hero, and we pick it up in this film, and we start off and Percy isn't the hero anymore. He's kind of, he's become, you know, kind of an average demigod, you know, around camp, and he's a little, his ego is bruised a little bit. He's a little insecure and down about himself, and yeah, he's trying. I don't think he's actively even trying to find that confidence again, but he's thrust into a situation where he's on another adventure, and his friends are trying to bring it out of him.
And since it's the second installment of the Percy Jackson series, is the action scenes easier to do than it was in the last film?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a lot easier. I mean, this time around, and you know, I mean, it was just jumping into old shoes and, you know, trying to figure it out, and yeah, it was less training on how to, you know, initially learn how to use a sword, but in this one, it's just training for these specific sequences and stuff like that. So.
And since you're acting with CGI creatures, is it harder to still work with something that's really not there yet?
It is. I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, considering like you're just looking at like an axe or like a tennis ball or something like that, it's kind of weird to, you know, act opposite nothing. But beforehand, you know, the creative team, they give you like conceptual art of what the character's going to look like and things like that. So I'm able to have an image of what it's going to be. And then the rest of it's just having fun, you know, using your imagination and playing around, and that part's exciting, and a lot of, you know, it's a good time for me as an actor.
Thank you so much for letting me interview you. You've been great.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
How are you and your characters alike or different?
Well, my character is Clarice, and she's a big, strong warrior girl. And she's kind of mean, and she doesn't really have a lot of friends. And I'd say that I'm very competitive, but and I like to win, and I like to be the best sometimes. But I also know when I'm not the best, and I can ask for help. And I like to consider myself friendly. And
I mean, my character is like funny, and he's kind of. But in this movie, he's not brave. He's kind of more reluctant. So that's kind of different to me. I'm more. You know, I'm ready to jump into any quest or any adventure I can go in anytime, you know, so that's kind of the opposite of me. So that's how we're different, but the same, I think Grover's a good-hearted dude. He loves having fun, you know, and he loves, you know, doing a lot of action stuff. I'm kind of a thrill seeker, too.
Okay. And have you, I know that you read the book, but have you read the book? I
did. You know what I try to do? All my sisters, because everyone asks me, do I read all 6 books at a time? I don't. I read each time we do a film. I read the book right before and right before. Even though I know I have these books to read, but I actually don't want people to tell me what it is, because it's actually a quest. And my sisters, they always tell me. I got 4 little sisters. They're like, the next one, Grover, he goes to find Pan. I'm like, shh, don't tell me, because it almost messes up the journey for me. But I do know the basis of every story, yeah.
And your character, you're more of a bully. How does it feel playing more of a bully?
I think it was fun just because you get to be someone that's bigger than yourself, and, you know, talk to people the way you wouldn't normally talk to them, and it's just fun to be the opposite of who you are.
I'm Keefer Blakeslee, reporting for Kids First. Just interviewed Brandon T. Jackson, Levin Rambin, and signing off. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Tell me those aren't sharks.
Those aren't sharks.